Hey, Epic family. I hope this finds you well. I just wanted to say hello, and I know some of you have asked about how we're doing in Crew and Epic, and I just wanted to give you a short update. So, on a personal level, it's been challenging. I live with my elderly parents, and I have to be careful what I do, but the Lord's been gracious, and people have been really helping me and providing for me, like, giving me mass and delivering things to me. So I've just been really grateful for that. In terms of staff, I'm really grateful that uh, even from the beginning, our crew headquarters have really made sure that our staff are taken care of. I would say physically, emotionally, and spiritually to make sure that we shepherd them during this disruptive time in all of our history. And so I've just been really grateful. For example, we make sure that we cancel everything just for the safety of our staff and students, as well as making sure if there's any staff who are sick, there's a protocol that we're taking to just be cautious for everyone concerned. And also, for us in Epic, it's been a time of making adjustments and really learning to embrace what God has for all of us, just like you. And so, even though I would say we've had to cancel everything and ministry looks really different. One thing that I keep on thinking about is that, especially in the beginning, I remember seeing all these things like NBA is canceled, everything is canceled, in-person meetings. And so for us, that's a big adjustment in terms of our ministry to our students. And so what I would say is that God is not canceled. And so what we've seen is just a sense of more students are actually more open to joining us. Instead of a Bible study in person of maybe 7 people or so, like on one campus in Ohio, there was like 27 people virtually for a Bible study, which is unheard of. And so in the midst of just such horrendous losses, God is also showing up, and we're really grateful for that. And so I wanted to share with you about something that's been really helpful for me, and even something I've shared with our staff, which is Psalm 46. And Psalm 46 verses 1 to 7 is that God is our refuge and our help. And he is a fortress for us. And he's also in the midst of earthquakes and disruptive things. He is with us. Even though we fear and all these things are happening, he is with us. And then he goes on to say that God is within her. And what he's describing is the city of God, that God dwells within us as his people, that we're the community that he dwells in. And so this sense of, in the midst of crazy earthquakes and earth-shattering things happening to us, that God is with us. And then later on, he also talks about in Psalm 46:10 to actually really have us be still and know that he is God and that he will be exalted among all the earth, and that the Lord is with us. And so just again, the reassurance of 2 things, that we're not alone in this, that God is with us, and that we can be still and know that he is with us, even in the midst of so much turmoil. But also that we're in God's city, we're with God's people, that God dwells with his people, and that God's people around the world, that we're in this together. And so I just want you to know that we're in this together with you. And so if you would love, I know for some of you it's been a hard time, financially or different things, please know that we're praying for you. And if you can't give during this time, it's totally okay. Please take care of your families. And we would love to pray for you and your family and whatever endeavors that you have. Just a sense of confidentiality, and just really our hearts is to pray for you. And so you'll find a link that says that you can share your prayer requests. You can even share anonymously if you want me to pray with you. And then I also want to invite you to a prayer meeting that we have for our staff virtually. We actually have been having these weekly prayer meetings. I've been hosting them since last year or even before last year. So it's been really fun to continue. Sometimes there's a lot of us who can do it. Other times we're busy with ministry. But it's always a great time for me to pray for all of us and for what God is doing. So please join me. I think the next few Mondays I'll be having them at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And there's a link for that for you to join me. So again, we just want to say thank you for praying for us. Thank you for caring for us. God is taking care of us, and the ministry continues. God is not canceled. And so we want to encourage you to know that God is with you. God is with us. We'll get through this. God bless you. Thank you so much for your support.